back to Jesse Holguin in Los Angeles. So you had the situation at this spa, one of these guys that identifies as women in a women's locker room exposed. Women there are not going to have it. They don't want to hear about it. They don't want to hear about your issues of identity. Just not going to tolerate it. Then the next day, a protest. But here's the key thing, Jesse. You're saying, and you've been in a lot of these, right? You're a tough hombre. You've been around a lot of this stuff. This is the first time you've seen Antifa not taking on patriot groups or militia groups or the kind of burly guys that are out there. This was against Christians and particularly Latinos and even Latinas. I think you told me a Latina got stabbed, a Christian preacher got beat up. Walk us through that. We got a couple of minutes. I think people need to hear this from your voice.
Yeah, well, first off, like I found out later that the transgender man, that all this was over, he was a member of Antifa. So they were fully mobilized. Like they were totally, it was coordinated. They had everything sewed up. So they were there looking for just attack anybody. Like I've seen them before. I've never seen them so riled up. Like they were just looking to attack anybody. That's why, yeah, they attacked these Christians. There were just Christians there with Christian shirts on, had signs like Jesus and whatever, and they were just like how they do. First, they'll just come in their face, blah blah blah, and then one of them will start throwing stuff at them or something, and then then they eventually all of them were attacked. Or the only way because they left, or they would have got it worse. But I've never seen it like I've seen them. They attack patriots. But this was just Christians. They were even saying, like, before they were attacked, they were like, we're just Christians. We're just, Jesus loves you. Even some of them, like the Christian man that got his head cracked open, even after his face is full of blood and all, they were just viciously beating him. And he was even still telling them, Jesus still loves you. You guys beating me like this, but Jesus loves you. And he was like still talking good to him. And even another Latina, she's walking, they're pulling her hair. Just so much stuff they're doing, and the Christians are not doing anything back. Like I've never seen the hate like I seen this Saturday. It was very disturbing. And then another thing was concerning was the police, because I even seen several times when the Antifa was even fighting back with the cops and all that, and the police are not even doing anything. Like how if that was patriots swinging at cops, swinging at officers, fighting back with cops, we would have all been in jail. Like, why were the cops not doing it? And then they were not protecting. Even that man, the Christian, was all bloody and all that. There's an officer, right? So he's like runs because he's like thinking, oh, there's an officer, because he was all beat up, thinking he's going to be safe. He runs to the officer, and the officer doesn't even do it. He sees the crowd right there, and the officer's like, oh, and then he goes behind like the officer, and the officer don't even like. The officer should have went, got arrested one of them, handcuffed them, put them down. Like the cop literally did not do anything. So that to me was what's emboldening this, because the police are letting them do this run buck wild, so they have no repercussions to any of their actions, what they're doing.
Jesse, we got to bounce. I got to ask you a question. The Latino community, you've told me this for a long time, is very conservative socially. Are they going to put up with this nonsense? Are they going to put this nonsense of men in women's locker rooms with the little Latino girls? No. Are they going to tolerate this?
Heck no, Latinos were totally against that, and I'm trying to blow the whistle, and we're calling it out, and heck no way. Latinos were conservative. We're either Catholic or Christian, and we're totally against that.
Jesse, how do people get to your social media? How do they track you during the day? What's your website?
We just start. Everybody should, if you haven't done it, start a Getter account. Getter's amazing. Look at us look up a Getter at Lexit. And on Instagram, we're Lexit Movement. And on Facebook, we're Real Lexit. Remember, if you don't see this logo or you don't see me and my team, it's not Lexit.
Jesse, you're amazing. We're going to have you back on. A tremendous story. We're going to follow